So did y'all know that slavers used a different Bible that justified slavery? He said he took passages away of hope for slaves, parts of the Holy Bible. They removed most chapters from the Old Testament and a huge chunk of the New Testament. Said they removed where Israelites fled from their oppressors in Egypt because there was white fear of rebellion, especially like what happened in Haiti. Did y'all also know that they used to breed dogs specifically to hunt runaway slaves? Some woman did a video some years ago on that exact topic.
In the week and sell these little cards for like, I don't know, a nickel, 25 cents. They were person of color hunting licenses.
And I made a video talking about my experience when I used to work at Chili. Something out and some failed. I picked it up and I was just like, oh, here's a face right here on it. But then what caught me was the words ninja hunting license. And I rage of emotions because I'm like, y'all had a license. Y'all had to make a license for you all that y'all could legally hunt us. Yeah, that's crazy. It also reminds me of that scene in Django. That's one reason why I can never rewatch Django is because of that scene with that tree and yeah. Did you also know that they would use us as breeding farms? They encouraged, not really encouraged, they forced African American, Black American enslaved women to have sex, to procreate, willing or not. Yeah, so the offsprings would be sold as slaves. So when people always joke about, or not even joke about, do you know where you from? Do you know where you from? We're from so many places. We have so much going on in our bodies. Listen to this. Slave breeding became the mainstay of states like Virginia, which quickly became a top exporter of slaves to other colonies. Slaves were the state's major product at the time. They quickly became a sort of currency. In 1860, slaves in the U.S. were valued at a total of $4 billion. Some slave masters also mortgaged their slaves and then formed banks that converted the mortgages to bonds that were sold across the world. Whites constantly used their slaves as collateral for loans. Slaves are also insured in case of loss of property, and most notably, Wall Street was also formed on the back of slavery. Did you know that? Did you know that running away and laziness of an enslaved African American, Black American was considered a mental disorder by Dr. Samuel Cartwright? Yep, he supported slavery and even used medicine and science to justify it. It's crazy. He said that blacks would never be happy unless they were enslaved. Also know that free Black men and women were kidnapped and resold into slavery? Did you also know that sharecropping was nothing but a replacement for slavery? Did you also know that New Year's Day was not a celebration for Black Americans, because that meant that come January 1st, that's hiring day or heartbreak day, which meant that they would be rented or sold out into another plantation, someone else probably shipped across, and who knows, children gone, family gone, tradition, everything that they know gone. Did you know that? Did you know that they used to eat us? Yep. Know that they used to smoke our hair? Yep. Hair, smoking tobacco, and on the image that they used was this black face with these full lips, these big earrings over, and this unruly hair. And they sold this product in a metal tin. And it's crazy because this is actually there's a YouTube commercial that I'm going to add to this that you can watch where they like smoking our hair.
Another tough winter. It's time for a nigger hair. An American cigarette.
Yep. Crazy, ain't it?